If you ever get the chance to buy this camera, don't. This is the Eufy E330 Professional. It's supposed to be a 24/7 camera. It's 4K, and I've been using it for 463 days. Now, let me correct that. I haven't been using this one for 463 days. I've been using 8 of them for 463 days. I actually bought 10. I sent 2 back, and originally I did have 8 of these in service. The problem is they're terrible, and they're nothing but an absolute hassle. So now I have 4 in service. I have 2 of them that are just strapped to a tree, like catching pretty sunsets and sunrises and stuff like that. I have 1 on the lane trying to catch some things, but it's hit or miss as to whether or not I can actually do anything with it. And the fact of the matter is, when I put it in live view, sometimes it buffers forever, and sometimes it actually catches something, and sometimes I can record something. It's a unique camera. First of all, it's quite attractive actually in real terms. It's got a very cool design. This black stuff is supposed to be heat shielding, so it stays nice and cool. I don't know about that. It's got a flash or a floodlight on the top. It's got a decent lens. It's 4K. It truly is a nice view when you can get it. As I said, I mean, I do have them watching sunrises and sunsets because you get some good footage. It's very pretty. In that sense, the camera works well. The other thing about it is it's an add-on camera. It's wired. So basically, it doesn't use PoE. It doesn't use solar. You plug it in wherever you have an outlet, which is not great for my setup because I live in the middle of nowhere. I have a lot of rural space. I don't have a lot of plugs. So where I've had plugs, I plug them in. And that's mostly around the house. So I thought I was being clever because I could have this plug-in camera, which would give me the ability to record 24/7 like a real security camera. It was Wi-Fi based, which meant that I didn't need the infrastructure that I needed for a real security camera. And I could use it with my app, and I could do Wi-Fi, and I could do all those things. That wasn't my lived experience. My lived experience is, one, this Wi-Fi is a total pain. This camera dropped so often that when I say I had 10 cameras, I probably had to acquire them like 30 times. There's supposed to be a multi-bridge. The multi-bridge connects to a couple of different things. It connects directly to your home base, and it connects to the strongest Wi-Fi signal that you've got. The problem is it's very difficult. At least with this camera, it was very difficult to set up that multi-bridge. And 9 times out of 10, that multi-bridge dropped. So was I getting the best Wi-Fi connection? No. It wouldn't connect to Wi-Fi. It was only connecting to the home base. And that doesn't matter how near or far I put it to a router. So this multi-bridge thing really was a setup. The other thing that was really, really painful about this is bandwidth in terms of recording. They say that you should be able to hook up 8 of these 24/7 cams to a home base 3. And in fact, one of the packages I bought was 2 cameras and a home base 3 so that I'd have a dedicated home base 3 connected to it. Yeah, maybe you could connect it. You could get 8 of these things on there, but functionally you could not get it to work. It was slow, it was laggy, they were always dropping, they were writing over each other nonstop. It's not so much that there wasn't enough memory in the home base 3. I actually added memory. I added 5 terabytes to the thing. It had nothing to do with memory. It had everything to do with processing power. If you did get them to record for 24/7, God bless you, because you would never be able to find what it is that you were looking for. They essentially function as a glorified event camera. So when you went to archive them, you didn't actually see all 24/7. You didn't even see the 10 minutes before and after that event. What you saw was that specific event. If there was a squirrel running around or perhaps my dog chasing it, you would catch a moment of that when the event got triggered. And then you'd have to know that it exists, used that event as a timestamp so that you could scrub to where it actually happened. But here's the funny thing about this thing. It doesn't record to the home base. It doesn't record to your archive. It records to your cell phone. So now you're sitting there with hours worth of footage on your cell phone. So I hope you have a subscription for cloud services. I mean, they say one of the great glorious things about Eufy is that you don't need a cloud service for anything. And I would say for all of the event cameras, that's certainly the case. But for this one, the cloud service you're actually paying for is your cell phone service. That is, if you want any of the footage that you were looking for. What I actually wanted was an NVR. I wanted POV. And I thought, well, this camera is going to be that happy mix between the event cameras I have and investing in the infrastructure of PoE. Once I actually did find the place that I wanted to put them, I actually put them in the eave of my house. So I ran all this cabling up through my attic. That's actually why there's this painter's tape on it, is because I couldn't get the thing up through the hole. So I needed to make it a little bit stiffer so I could get it through the hole so that I could run it through the attic. That neither here nor there. The reality is that what I was stuck with was spending time in an attic, running, meters and meters of cable, finding a plug, actually putting a plug in the attic for it. It's absolutely ridiculous. But here's the deal. This camera, the one in my hand, I can't get to do anything. So I'm not going to use it. I actually kept the box that it came in. I don't have all of the boxes. I do have actually 2 of them when they went home. When they went home to Eufy, they went in their boxes. But I kept this one because I didn't trust that this damn thing was going to continue to work. And this just didn't.